So can you tell me like what Ross is like as a teammate?
As a teammate, Ross is a great teammate. He's someone that works extremely hard and holds himself to a high standard. And as a quarterback, you love that as a receiver. But as an overall team, you love to see a guy that cares about this football team enough to work out as hard as he does to have every little thing matter to him. And you just look at his, he's friends with everybody in the locker room, and everybody just loves his personality. And he's a very outgoing guy, and it's just fun to be around.
So you were kind of instrumental in getting him here. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, Ross was, I kept hearing about this Ross Apo kid when I was a freshman, and he kept hearing about me, and it's kind of funny how that all worked out. But finally, I just said I want to talk to this guy, so I found his number and I gave him a call, and we just started texting and calling each other, and we developed an instant friendship, and that has lasted to this day. So we were able to go to a few camps together, and that's where we really started throwing to each other and gaining this crazy chemistry that we noticed, and we're just like, man, how sweet would it be to play with each other? And when Ross committed to Texas, it was a tough thing for me and for him. He knew that BYU was a place for him, but when you're raised in Texas, you go to Texas, and it's a huge thing when they offer you a scholarship. So I supported him in his decision and just continued to be his friend, and nothing changed between us. I just let him know that, hey, I'm not going to stop trying to convince you to come to BYU with me. And it was it worked out. It all worked out, and we're here together, and it's just so much fun to watch him go into his first year and see him play the way he is right now, and see him step up into this huge role that he's about to play.
So you and him and was it Zach?
Yeah, Zach
coordinated your.
Yeah, we did. We were at that time we were the top 3 recruits in our class, and we thought, hey, what would be a better statement for us than to all 3 commit, and for us to call out the rest of the LDS guys that are out here that we're trying to recruit, and the rest of the recruiting class, and say that this is what we want to do, and we want you with us, and we did it. Some people argue that we didn't do it in the best way, or that we were full of ourselves to hold a press conference or whatever. But what we wanted to accomplish was just getting the news out there, and getting recruits to know that this is what our decision was, and so that we could reach out to everybody, and so it worked out great. We had a top 20, top 15 recruiting class, and we have a lot of talent here, and we knew this was the place that we could have an opportunity to come and play for a national championship with the guys that are here currently, and then bring in some guys that could help the program.
Was it difficult for you to watch him sit out last semester last season?
Yeah, it was really tough. To watch your best friend have an injury like that, with him having such high expectations for himself, and everybody having high expectations for himself. He really would have helped out our football team last year. And I think the hardest part for him was not being able to play, and watching us, go through what we did, and watching me go through what I went through, and not being able to be there and help contribute. And he was really down on himself. He was really, quite honestly, he was kind of depressed, and just because he just wanted to be out there so bad. And so for him to be back here healthy, it's exciting for me, and I'm happy that he's ready to go, and he's just fun to be around, and fun to play with out here.
Awesome. Thank you.